jam band fest with some friends, two of my best friends. And the first night was not particularly eventful. Second night, I decided I was going to eat the rest of the stash of mushrooms that I had at like 1 p.m. Now, they kicked in, I start kaleidoscoping. Anybody know what that means? Yeah, some of you. That means your vision completely turns into a fucking kaleidoscope. That's when you know shit's about to get weird. Well, I start getting all fucking paranoid. I run out to our truck in the parking lot to go get some water. And I see a couple guys tossing the frisbee around. One of them like tosses the frisbee, gives us a little thumbs up. Not so very subtle. And then another guy catches the frisbee, gives another thumbs up. Not so very fucking subtle. And then another guy sitting there taking pictures, and he flashes an even more subtle thumbs up. But I still fucking see it. And now I think there's an undercover task force after me. I keep my cool, get back to the tent, and I go with my two friends, and I'm like, guys, you gotta come with me. So I drag them to the like deepest, darkest, secluded part of the woods, and I say, something stinks in Illinois. Which, aside from the various animal manure, is true. So we start like going through this ongoing debate on how we're not part of an undercover sting operation, and that I'm just paranoid as shit. So I start coming up with all these like irrational rationalities, and my buddy Aaron that I was with goes, or I say to him, every time I look at somebody, they're looking at me. He goes, Liam, they're not looking at you, you're looking at them. I'm baffled. I wasn't expecting that kind of logic. So I keep like digging through, like kind of trying to come up with more shit. And then another one of my buddies is like, dude, I know these people, they're putting on the event. One of them's my fucking neighbor. And I'm even more frozen now. And my buddy gives me this shit-eating grin like, I don't know if that made things better or worse. I didn't either. Well, I go walking, we decided to go back to the tent, and they're like, all right, we're gonna leave your crazy ass here so you can fucking sleep this one off. So I'm laying there, they walk off, because they're not packed full of fucking anxiety or whatever I'm not diagnosed with. Thank you. So I start realizing, I smell like horse shit, because we took a dip in the lake right next to us. Poor choice. Luckily, at this little camp complex, they had shower stations, and they had little like squeezy soap bottles sitting around in all the sinks that I was able to use. Driest fucking shower I've ever taken. I get back, my boys are all hanging around, and they're just gearing up to go looking for me. So they realize I'm okay, we take a sip, smoke a bowl. My buddy Trevor hands me a hunk of French bread and a sack of wine. And he says, here, Leroy, have some bread and wine. I look him square in the face, and I say, what are we, fucking Catholic? I've never recreationally broken bread over wine.
I'm not Catholic.
Well, it was the first time for everything, and it was that night. Card I got. Fuck!
Alright, he doesn't have time to pull a card, anybody.
Was that one of your people in the back that was yelling they're not Catholic?
No, not one of those two are here tonight. Well, thank you for your time, guys.
You know what? Because you're getting that, I'm going to give you 1 extra minute. I'm going to give you 1 extra minute. You're dealing with people that will probably never try to perform in front of
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I know, but that means, how about for 1 minute for Liam's set? How about we all shut the fuck up unless we're laughing at what he says? Who's on board with that?
I appreciate it.
Let's do that. Let's all do that.
I know the story.
You got
right
1
now.
minute. Make us laugh. Come on, Liam. Give us what you got.
Let me tell you about when I got kicked out of seeing Star Wars 7 with my brother and my mom. We go there, my mom swindled us into seeing some fucking
Everybody
junkie bitch
says
and her
I
son
have
that
the
we haven't
Catholic
seen in
guilt.
goddamn
I don't know what
years.
to say about
And we end up going there, they're drunk as shit, we're trying to watch the movie. Fucking mom goes out with her junkie friend to go smoke a cigarette through the emergency exit. That triggered an alarm.
Keep on!
Long story short, we end up needing to smuggle my mother out of the fucking movie theater because cops were on their way and she had warrants out for her arrest. But
You know what? That was a super interesting story, so I fucking love that we did this.
I will say, getting kicked out of Star Wars 7 was far more interesting than watching the fucking movie.
The slowest mic drop ever.